Okay, so I have to stand right back here to be able to be seen, and hopefully my audio is okay. So what is the difference between yoga and fascial maneuvers? Well, yoga is a spiritual practice. It's a lifestyle, and one of the aspects of yoga is this movement practice, which is stretching. It's stretching, and it's stretching in a linear way. But when we work with fascia, um, we work with the natural spiraling motion of the fascia itself. We're working with the fascia rather than with muscles and bones, which is kind of how yoga is working. It's stretching, it's holding poses, it's very linear. Whereas when we're working with fascial maneuvers, we are connecting first to the fascia, which is this soft geometric crystalline matrix, which is in constant movement and adaptation, and it spirals through the body. So we work with that natural spiraling motion movement of the fascia, and we're working with counter rotation, and we're going into actually connect to the fascia and breathe to move adhesions, to open up areas of the fascia that might have become adhesed, stuck movements into like non-productive patterns from the body. So we're working with that. And when you're working in a linear stretching, the body doesn't stretch in that way, and it can be dangerous. And a lot of people I know that do yoga and yoga professionals end up having a lot of pain in the joints because they're stretching in the wrong way for the body. It can be damaging, especially over time. A lot of people I know end up having very sore bodies, carrying a lot more pain. Whereas when you're doing fascial maneuvers and you're working with the body and the body structures and that spiraling counter rotation, and you're really tuning into the fascia and you're moving slowly with it, that you're really making more mobility, moving out of pain, really getting into that connection. And the other thing with fascial maneuvers is that you're really getting into the areas where the body is storing a lot of suppressed emotion. So you're releasing emotions, and you will feel emotional release as a lightness, and you're working with the nervous system. And so you're resetting your nervous system. You're releasing stress from the body. You're moving out of pain and out of stress. It's also very heart-centered because of this emotional work. And yeah, there's a very much heart connection, a connection to your organs and to the fascia, and to the connection of consciousness within it. Yeah, so it's very different in the process of how it works. You're working rotationally, you're twisting, you're breathing, you're opening up adhesion, where that's a completely different idea for the yoga practice. So as usual, we're going to start by getting into a neutral position, your feet forward, hip width apart. You're going to start to connect to your intention. So I just like to take a moment before I begin. I start feeling my feet onto the earth and feeling the earth beneath me, and then moving my awareness up through my body, taking a few breaths, allowing my head, top of the head, to move up nice and straight up into the heavens, so making that connection between heaven and earth, allowing my spine to pull up, straighten, chin tucking a little. I'm connecting into my heart, connecting into the fascia, making a connection with the fascia, setting my intention to work with the fascia, to feel more relaxed, to release any stress, to be lighter, to feel taller. So whatever your intention is, you can take this moment to make that intention. And then we're working with the right hand side, right leg, right arm, crossing the leg over, And crossing the arm across the body under the left armpit, left hand on the shoulder. And when we do the palette swipe, we're going to be connecting to the palette. We're going to take the right hand and the right thumb, and we're going to brush, maybe gently to begin with for the first movement. We're going to move the head, and we're going to move the thumb from in the roof of the mouth from right to left. So moving the thumb across the palette. And the palate is connected, this is zone 1, it's connected to the diaphragm and connected to the pelvis. And we're going to be affecting all of those areas and really opening up the pressures in the head and helping to clear some of the mind, the thoughts. So we start here, and we're going to be breathing in and out through the nose. 1, 2, and you can move your head into the movement, and you can also start to increase the pressure upon the palate so it feels like a really good strong pressure for you. 3, 4, 5, 6. And as we're already here, we can put the right arm under the armpit. We're going to go into totally twisted, which is amazing for that nervous system reset. Okay, because we're now in a beautiful spiral. Start to connect to the pelvic floor, bringing it up, bringing the navel in. The top of the head moving up. See how all the bones are brought into the center, and you'll start to feel your posture shift. You can bring your shoulders back a little. And we turn the head to the left, nice and slowly, moving with the fascia, and turning the torso to the right. We're looking over the left shoulder. We're going to do that 3-stage breath. We're going to inhale through pursed lips 3 times and hold. More. More. Hold. Exhale. Maybe twisting a little more as the fascia warms. Inhale again. More. More. Holding. Connecting to the body. Exhale. Fully release all the way out. And inhale. More. More. Hold. Move into the twist as the body opens and allows. Exhale. All the way out. Shoulders up and back and down, making sure you're not tipping forwards. Now fixing your gaze to the wall. Open your eyes. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth 6 times. As you do this, start to feel your feet upon the floor, an earth connection. And I like to move my awareness with the breath up through the body. I like to squeeze my thighs a little bit to feel that rotation, that connection, the pelvic floor, the navel moving in and up, feeling the spirals of the body, feeling the twist, counter rotation. 2 more. And slowly moving yourself back to the center, looking forward. I'm going to move the head gently to the right and body to the left. The 3-stage breath. In through pursed lips. 1, 2, 3, hold, shoulders down. Exhale. Move into the twist a little more when the body allows. And again, inhale. More. More. Hold. Feel how the body starts to move and shift. Exhale. Fully all the way out. Inhale. More. More. Hold. Twist if the body allows. Exhale. All the way out. Now fixing your gaze, opening the eyes, focusing at one point, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, finding the connection through the body, feeling your feet, moving up through your legs. I like to squeeze the thighs a little as I move up to feel that connection. The pelvic floor, the navel, the twist rotation, body moving down the spine. Nice, deep, slow breaths. Allowing the body to move, allowing it to shift. Okay, so take a nice deep breath in through the mouth and hold. Now I'm going to hinge forward from the hips, keeping the back straight, keeping the head up. Just going as far as is comfortable. Letting gravity do the weight to bring you closer to the knees. Exhale. Head to the right, body to the left. Keep your twist, your rotation. 6 breaths through the mouth. Bend the knees. Moving closer to the thighs. 3 more breaths through the mouth. Slowly coming up. Releasing from the position. Ooh, feeling the shifting as the energy moves more to the body. Maybe have a head rush with that one. Just start to sway the body, move, walk around, and let those changes integrate. But like walking in a figure 8, going backwards, body's integrating hemispheres, the brain coming into more balance. Okay, we're going to do that on the side. So again, feet facing forward, hip width apart. Feel that connection to the earth. Start to pull up the pelvic floor, top of the head, moving up, navel in. We'll go with the left-hand side. So left leg across the right, left arm under, right arm on top. And I like to move and feel that tight connection with my body. I like to feel my legs close in. But if it feels like you're wobbling too much or it feels uncomfortable for balance, you can always step forward and see how that feels upon the hips and the rotation and your balance. Step out a little bit, just find a comfortable position. But just see how you like to feel your body and hold your body. I like this nice hugged in connection. So now we're going to take the head slowly to the right and moving the torso to the left. And starting again with that 3-stage breath, breathing in through pursed lips. Inhale. More. More. Hold. Exhale fully. See what the body allows for the twist. Inhale again. More. More. Hold. Feel the pelvic floor and the navel. Exhale. You feel your tipping, bring the shoulders up and down and back. Twist a little deeper. Inhale. More. 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 Hold. Twist. Connect. Release. Exhale fully. Now fix your gaze to the wall, staring at a point. The eyes focused and open. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Start to bring your awareness through your body, starting at the feet. Moving up, maybe feeling your legs, your knees, your hips, the pelvic floor. Feeling the spiraling of the body, that rotation of the hips, the movement around the spine. Two more breaths. Coming back to center. And moving head to the left. The body just wants to move now. It's sort of moving by itself. It's comfortable, it's enjoying this rotation. So breathing through pursed lips, inhaling as if blowing up a balloon. More, more. Hold. Exhale. Feel the rotation. See what the body allows now. And inhale again. Again. More. Hold. Shoulders down. Chin tucked. Head moving up. Exhale. Feel a deeper rotation. Feel the spiraling motion. Inhale. More. More. Hold. Exhale. Fix your gaze, staring at the wall, pointing the wall. And inhale through the nose, out through the mouth 6 times, nice and deep and slow. Enjoy this connection. Feel how you hold your body. Feel where the body allows more movement. Okay, last breath. Breathe in through the mouth and hold. And allow the body to hinge forward from the hips. Arms moving down to the legs, elbows to knees. Spine nice and straight, head up. Head to the left, body to the right. Keep the twist. Exhale. Allow gravity to help you to move a little deeper into this opening. Feeling your legs, your hips, breathing in and out through the mouth. Breathe more. Now bending your knees if you can and coming down, elbows to knees, keeping that rotation. 3 more breaths. Coming out of the position, opening. Woo. You might feel quite the head rush. Gently starting to move the body, starting to walk about, allowing yourself to feel present in your body. Notice how you're feeling now. Where is the energy moving and shifting? Such a beautiful reset, that particular maneuver, but it might start to feel some different movements. You might start to feel your knees or your calf muscles. I know when I started this, I started to feel a lot of pain in my right calf. So you might feel some knee pain. And if that feels like that is happening for you, just know we're going to continue to do some movements that will probably start to shift that sensations. It's just sensations of the energy, the fascia opening, and sensations happening. So be aware of the sensations and the discomfort, because areas are opening, stuff is shifting, and we can work with that. We have other maneuvers that are going to be coming up, which will actually bring more energy and blood flow into the hips, the knees, the ankles, the calves, all the way through the legs. So we started with that kind of shifting and moving, and then we can go deeper. And of course, if after we finish, you still have some knee pain or difficulty, we can go and work on that a little bit deeper, a deeper maneuver. So let's go on to the next maneuver, which is anti-gravity, another beautiful maneuver, which I love. So again, bringing your feet hip width apart to begin with. This is one that we will eventually end up in a squat. And so you may at some point want to open your legs when we get close to that part of it. And if you can't get into a squat, then we're going to be using our hands up on our neck. What you can do is squat down as much as you can, and then pulling up the skin and dipping the head and feeling the stretch from the base of the spine all the way to the head. You're really going to tuck in, and that's going to give you that beautiful decompression of the spine that we're going for with this maneuver. So to begin with, as I said, we start with feet facing forward, hip width apart. We're going to make that connection, engage the pelvic floor and the navel. And we're going to be using our hands, and we're looking to have them completely crossed over. So thumbs, we want to have them over. Obviously, if you can't, if there's any issues, you can have them open, but we're aiming for having them closed, folded over. And you're going to pull up the skin of the neck all the way up to the occiput, the base of the skull. And so we're pulling up. So now just take a connection, breath, and pull up the pelvic floor, the navel in, and you're going to look up, and then you're going to pull the elbows up. And you can feel the pulling up of the side body as you look up, pull up, and take some nice deep breaths here through the mouth 3 times. In the nose, out the mouth 3 times. And now we're going to bring the chin to the chest. So chin to the chest, looking down. And now we're just going to be moving, maybe have a slight bend in the knees. You're going to be moving just the neck. And you're going to inhale in the center and hold as you look up gently to the right. Exhale back to center. Nice and slow and steady. Inhale in the center. Hold, looking up to the left. Exhale down. In. Right. Exhale. In. Left. So inhale. Right. Exhaling down. Inhale. Left. If you lose the grip on the neck, reestablish that, pulling up. Now we're going to go down to the squat. Stick your butt out, spine nice and straight, and you're looking forward or up, whichever you can manage, forward or up, looking straight ahead, keeping that grip on the neck. And now we're going to be moving the torso. So open the arms a little bit. Inhale in the center, hold, exhale as you come back to center. Looking to the right. Exhale down. Inhale. Left. Exhale down. Inhale. Right. Can be a small movement. Exhale down. We're allowing the body. Inhale. Left. Just the torso. Inhale. Right. Exhale down. Inhale. Left. Exhale down. So now if you can squat, start to move your legs and open your feet a little bit so that you can get into the squat. If you can't, this is where you're going to tuck in. So coming down into the squat, tailbone reaching to the ground, and now you're going to pull up the skin again. You're going to tuck the head in. You're going to feel an incredible stretch up the spine, fascia. You're going to breathe in deeply through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm so grateful to be able to get into this beautiful position. So happy, so thankful to my body. Take a few more deep breaths here. And now we're going to push the bum up first, keeping the head down. It's going to take some nice deep breaths here. Letting that spinal, cerebral fluid move. So it's a good position to let the head be down. So re-engage the pelvic floor and the spine, and slowly moving up, vertebra by vertebra, coming all the way back up, looking back up as we started. Inhale, exhale, coming out gently, taking a moment to feel back in your body. This can be quite the head rush. We're allowing all that cerebral spinal fluid to flow. And then start to move gently and to walk around. You're decompressing the spine, allowing all the beautiful happy hormones to flow in the body. That's a whole body movement. I always feel taller, lighter. Okay. So coming back into this neutral position, feet facing forward, hip width apart, connecting to the pelvic floor, the navel, pulling the head up, raising it up, center of the head, tucking the chin slightly, shoulders back. A little bit of a movement. And then we move the arms down the thighs to the knees, sticking the butt out. The back is flat. You're looking forwards. And then we're going to take the right hand and put it on the front of the left shoulder. And then we're going to get hold of the skin above the right elbow. And we're going to get a good firm grip and pull that to the elbow. And then we're going to turn the head nice and gently to the right as we start to pull this arm, the torso to the left. And take a little bit of squat, however feels comfortable, maybe leaning into it a little bit more and doing 6 deep breaths. 3 more. And release. Woo. Opening up the shoulders, the arms, moving also into the hips and the knees. Just notice what you feel on that side of the body. Opening, more energy, air, more movement. And we'll do the other side. So again, feet facing forwards, knees slightly bent, shoulder width apart, connecting, engaging the pelvic floor, the navel, tucking the chin, head moving up. And the hands move down towards the knees as the butt goes back. Chest is flat, back is flat. Chest is looking upwards, looking forwards. Connecting to the left-hand side, placing that on the front of the shoulder, and then getting the skin on the arm and moving it in a tight grip to the elbow. Really getting a nice firm grip and maintaining that grip. And looking to the left as you pull the arm and the torso to the right. Squatting a little deeper, leaning in to the movement, 6 breaths through the mouth. Two more. Coming out. Woo. Feeling the energy move through the body. Starting to get a little bit warmer. Fascia's warming up. It's communicating, energy's moving through the body. There's more mobility, lightness, shoulders and arms. And now we're going to do the pullover. This is one of my favorites as well. When you've been sitting for long periods of time or for many years, you start to get a lot of squashing of the lower body. The lungs don't get to open to full capacity because of the sitting and this folding forward. And then there's all of this tightness in the posterior line of the body. And then there's a pressure on all of the organs in the digestive system. So this is really going to open up all of that. It's going to help move the fascia from the bra line down. And so it's going to bring a lot of energy into the organs, the digestive organs, the kidneys. It's going to bring in a lot of mobility. It's going to bring in some good breath, a lung expansion. So it's really, really amazing. I love it so much. And it can be difficult at first. You can feel the tightness. I could feel the tightness in my lower back that now is so much more open. And this can definitely bring a lot of heat to the body. So we're going to start again by getting into the neutral, feet facing forward, hip width apart, slight bend, connecting pelvic floor, navel, looking up, head moving up, chin tucking in a little bit. And then we're going to get the right hand and we're going to connect it to the skin on the back of the shoulder, near the armpit. You want to make sure that you've got a good grip and that you maintain this grip through the movements. Allow the arm to just hang, and then you're just pulling up the fascia. You're pulling up a line of fascia, string of tension from the lower back all the way up. And then taking this left hand and getting hold of the skin of around the ribs and pulling them forward. So you're pulling up and pulling forward. You want to look over the left shoulder and then raise the shoulder up a little bit. Bend the knees more. And you're going to take a nice deep breath in and hold. And you're going to move nice and gently, bringing this left shoulder to the right knee. Exhaling. And you're going to breathe in and out through the mouth 6 times. And you're allowing the left hip to move down a little bit more. And you're feeling that tension as you pull that fascia up on the left shoulder. Feeling a beautiful stretch here. Two more. You can move into it a little bit. Feel the left hip drop and open out so that you can feel more of that stretch. Okay, release, come up and out. Whew, that gives me quite a head rush. I feel quite warm. Energy is moving, it's circulating more freely now in the body, really opening up that back body, all of that compression that's been happening. And you can do this after sitting, get up and do that and kind of get energy moving again. So we'll do the other side. Again, getting into your neutral position, feet forward, hip width apart, knees slightly bent, getting that connection, pelvic floor, navel, head moving up into the sky. And then you're going to get your left hand onto the right shoulder, onto the meaty part, the flesh, not the bone, close to the armpit. Get a really good grip and hold this grip throughout the whole of the movement. Let this right arm hang for a moment as you start to connect to the fascia. You're pulling it up from the lower back on that side, and the hand is doing all the pulling, connecting to that line of tension, pulling it up. Now take the right hand and get hold of the left rib and pull forward. Look over the shoulder. Bend your knees. And now move the right shoulder up a little bit, feeling even more of that stretch. Take a nice deep breath in and hold. And you're moving the right shoulder to the left knee now, coming down as far as you can. Exhale. Breathing 6 times in and out through the mouth. let that right hip drop out a little bit. One more breath. Coming up. Woo. Wow, really feeling the heat, feeling the energy moving. Start to walk about a little bit. Just see what you notice. I feel like I can breathe much more than I did before that. I feel definitely an expansion here. Whew. That feels great. Maybe just do a little swinging motion. Letting all of that integrate, that expansion, that openness. Okay, now we're going to do pretzel squat, because one of the movements can also really help bring a lot of energy into the pelvis, the legs, knees, ankles. It's really going to bring a lot of blood flow into the legs. So this can help open up, maybe shift some of those sensations if you've been feeling some tension in the legs. And it's a nice, very twisted position, so it might be interesting to get into. So feet facing forward. So our right foot is facing forward, straight ahead. And then we're going to take the left foot and we're going to tee it in. Fortunately, you can't see my feet, I don't think. Okay, like up here. Tee it into the center of the right foot. And then you're going to step out. And depends how far you want to step out. If you're stepping in close, it's going to be harder. If you step out further, it's going to be a little bit easier to come down into the squat. So you're going to connect to the hips, that pelvic floor, pulling in and up, navel in, and you're going to twist to the left. So you're looking to the left and you're going to put your right hand out, pointing to the left. You're going to take your left hand and put it on your left butt cheek, and you're going to feel this movement of the hips, the swaying movement of the hips, and you're going to push in to the hand on the butt cheek, and you're going to lean over. You're going to be leaning over the right arm, looking down at the floor, and then moving your head to look behind you to the right. Take the right hand now and put it on the shoulder, and the left hand can move up to the lower back or in between the shoulder blades, depending on your range of motion. And then you're going to squat down, coming down as far as it's comfortable, allowing this to move and shift as the body allows. So breathing in and out through the mouth. 3 more. And now we're going to switch the arm position and the direction of the head. You can lean into one leg and the other, really opening into the hip. It's a great hip opener, and 6 more breaths. Coming up and out. Ooh, and you're going to have some wobbly legs. Just gently moving, allowing that to integrate. Notice the sensations of where that's moving through the body. This is a great one for the hips and the legs. Okay. Let's do the other side. So now this time the left foot is facing forward and the right foot is coming into the center in a T, and then you're stepping out to the right. See how far you want to step out, and then engage the hips. You can move the hips forwards and backwards so you can see how much movement there is. pulling up the pelvic floor, pulling in the spine, pelvic lock, turning to the right, taking the left hand and pointing it and looking to the right now. Taking the right hand and putting it on the right butt cheek. Again, we have this movement of the hips here, and we're going to start to push out, pushing that butt cheek into the right hand. And then starting to lean over and over, feeling the movement into the hamstring. And we're going to turn the head and look backwards, really getting to a nice twist. Take the right hand onto the left hand onto the right shoulder, and the right hand can move to the lower back or in higher, depending on your range of motion. And then you're coming down into that squat. Nice and easy and gentle, feeling into it and breathing nice and strongly 6 times in and out through the mouth. And you can move very slowly and gently. Leaning into the hip. Okay, we're going to change the arm position, change the head position, and breathe again. Leaning in, allowing the body to shift a little more. And coming up and out. You can feel a lot of movement through the legs. They might feel very wobbly. Feel a lot of movement shifting up into the head. Ooh, already starting to get a sweat going now. Ooh. So just take a moment, walk around to integrate all of that. Depending on how much space you have, you can just swing the body, do some arm movements, and we are going to move into the arms now. We've got some lovely movements for the arms. We're going to do twisty wristy, which is another one that can feel intense for some people. And you might feel that. But it's going to open up the hands and all the way up the shoulders, the arms. We have a lot of organs. The meridian lines are moving through the hands, and we hold a lot of emotional energy there, and there's a lot of tension because we're always working with our hands. So we're going to bring in a lot more energy, blood flow, open up any adhesions in the hands and the wrist and the arms, so all the way up to the shoulders. So take your hand, get hold of the fingers at the bottom, and you're going to be pulling them down. So like that. I've got quite a lot of movement. You can try and also engage the thumb, but I want to get the fingers. Okay, so take a nice deep breath in, make that connection in the body, bringing the hand up, take a breath in here, and then bring it down. And you're bringing the elbow in, tucking it in against the ribs. And then you're turning the hand out as if you were holding a serving tray. You can bend the knees a little bit here, and you're going to turn your head to look over the left shoulder. And you're going to turn the torso and the arms to the right, body moving to the right. Breathing in and out through the mouth, and you can dip down a little bit, and you can move around a little bit, whatever feels comfortable. Three more. I like to move my hips and my knees with this one too. and coming out and letting go. And the fingers, the hand might feel very weird. You can give it a shake out, but you'll notice there's a lot more blood flow now coming into the hands, the fingers, a lot more energy. And I really appreciate this because my fingers are starting to get, the joints are starting to get a little bit arthritic, and they are really so much better and so much more movement in them. Really great. Love that one. So just notice how you feel, where else you feel it in the body, how this moves up through the whole of the arm, across the chest. Just noticing. Okay, feels great. So again, let's get the fingers. You want to be pulling them out. It can be quite painful. I'm quite hypermobile, so I don't find it so bad, but I find it a great release. So again, reconnecting to your neutral, knees bent, engaging the pelvic spinal lock, head moving up. Take the hand up as you breathe in. And then bringing it down, elbow coming in to the rib cage, tucking that right in, squeezing in, and then turning the hand out in the lock as if holding a serving dish. You move your head to the right and your body and your arm to the left. And bend and breathe. In and out through the mouth. And see what's comfortable. See how you want to move your legs or how far you want to come down in the squat. Keeping the rotation. And letting that go. Give it a shake out. Oof, you can really feel the fingers and see the blood flow that's coming into the hands now. And of course, we have that connection between the different zones. So we are affecting also the zone 3, the legs. We work with the wrists. We're also helping the ankles. So the feet. Let's give that a little shake off. I'm just going to go a little deeper now, opening up the energy of the wrist, where there can be a lot of adhesion, a lot of tension. So you take the right hand, put it out facing, palm facing up, and take the other hand and put it underneath. So we're going from underneath, and the thumb crosses over the wrist and the fingers, and then you're going to twist out. The elbow comes up, you're twisting outwards from the body to the right hand side, taking this right hand and you're twisting it in. You're going to feel quite the rotational twist here on that grip, but you're going to take it further. We're going to feel as if you're pushing that hand into a glove and also pulling up on the shoulder. So there's a rotation and there's push and pull. So I like to also lean on my knee so I can really push in and then start to breathe and start to gently move the hand. Feel the lines of tension. Keep the rotation, keep the grip, and slowly moving the hand. Move the fingers. And we can start to move it across the body a little bit. And letting it go. Ooh, wow. These are fantastic. There's so much blood flow now that if you can catch that, but it's really quite red. So much energy moving. Feels great. You feel the energy moving up. And that's releasing adhesion, tightness. All of that from that arm, hand, that side of the body, across the body. Woo. All right. Yeah. Just notice the sensations. And we're going to take the other side. We're coming into a neutral position. Taking the left hand, palm facing up. Taking the other hand underneath, so below it, and then we curl the fingers so the thumb should be on the top of the wrist, and you're turning that out. So you're turning it out to the left side, and you are turning the hand in rotation, in the opposite rotation. So you've got this twist going on. Now you're also going to push down as if you're pushing your hands into a glove, and you're also going to pull your shoulder up and back. So got a lot of movement going on here. I'm going to lean on my knee and start to breathe. And gently start to move the fingers and the hand. Feel the lines of rotation, the tension. See what feels really good to you, moving into the tension. And breathing. And then move around a little bit, nice and gentle. And then coming out and letting go. Ooh, so much energy flowing in there now. Shake it off a little bit. So much sensation going on, so much blood flow happening. It's so red there. I don't think you can see it, but it's so red. There's so much energy opening up. It feels so good because we're releasing and opening up the energy through all the meridian lines up through the body, the shoulder, also helping the lower body. So let's give that a few little rotations of the wrist. Feels nice. And we're going to move into the elbow talk. So taking the right hand to begin with, getting the back of the palm against the neck. So we have a bit of rotation already going on. And then you take hold of the skin of the elbow, and we're going to twist it outwards, twisting it outwards. Come into a neutral position, pelvic spinal lock engaged, knees slightly bent. And you're going to look over the right shoulder, nice and easy. And you're going to bring the elbow across the front of the body in that twist. Should feel, I can feel that the shoulder blades are opening. There's a lot of twisting going on in my traps and opening as well from here. I can go all the way down to the knees. So start to breathe in and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Lift a little more with the head, with the eyes. And come out of the pose. Woo, wow. Feel great shoulder release, the traps, the scapula. Not to even notice how your knees feel, how your hips, how the side of the body feels. Okay, we're going to do that on the other side. So taking the hand and placing it, the back of the hand against the neck, and then getting hold, bending the knees a little, getting hold of the skin around the elbow and twisting it outwards, nice and easy and gentle. And you're going to look over that left shoulder and bring, slowly moving the elbow across the body. So slowly moving the elbow. We don't have to move the torso so much, just the elbow. And feel the rotations moving through the shoulder. Breathing in through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Look with the eyes. Move a little deeper across the body. And then come out. Ooh. Really feel the shoulders. And for me, the traps as well, and the neck. That start to really open some energy there. I always get very tight on the traps. It's my space of holding tension. Nice to feel some release. We're going to go a little bit further. We're going to do an overhead elbow talk now. So starting again on the right side, coming into the neutral position, getting comfortable, knees slightly bent, engaging that spinal pelvic lock. And we're going to put a kind of an L shape with our hands. You can see we're going to pull up on the front of the clavicle area, pulling the skin here, getting hold of the elbow and twisting it out. And then we're going to raise, kind of pulling up, back. And then you're going to look under the armpits and start to breathe in and out through the mouth. Start to lean more to the left. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe bend the right knee. Feel that side body opening even more. And coming out. You can really feel that through the side body, the hip, the knee, shoulder, the neck, and even through the chest. So just notice the difference between one side and the other. Start to walk around a little bit. Let those changes integrate. Wow, I'm really feeling that in my hip. Tightness in one area can lead to more tightness in another. Body's compensating. Okay, so let's do the other side. Start to come back into the neutral position, start to bend, soften the knees a little bit of a bounce and a shake out. Woo. Engage the pelvic spinal lock. We're going on this side now, the left-hand side, getting that L shape so that you can grab a little bit of the skin on the collarbone, get hold of the skin on the elbow and twist it outwards. And then you're pulling up, getting hold of the shoulder, and you're looking under the left armpit, taking some nice deep breaths through the mouth. Trying to lean to the right. Looking under the armpit. Maybe bending the left knee. Now breathing in and out, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Coming out of the position. Oh, it's great. So open. Shake it out, bounce around, come up into the feet a little bit. Move about. Swing it out. Wow. How do you feel? Wow, so much more open now. I feel energy moving. I feel this clarity. I feel lighter already. Okay, we're going to do another one that's really, really good. I love doing this one as well because it's really nice to release some emotions when you're holding on to responsibility and emotions, other people's emotions, feeling responsible for other people. I always set some intentions to release whatever I'm holding on to with this. And it's really opening up the shoulders, what you think about your responsibilities, what you feel about them. So your thoughts and your emotions, right and left. So it's really beautiful how it opens all of that up, and you can let go of some things and make yourself feel a lot lighter. It's also an interesting one to do. It's quite hard to do it on yourself. So I'm going to take it in stages. So going with the right hand, taking the left hand, you want to go close to the armpit, and you want to grab some of the skin here on the inner arm, and you want to twist it out. So you're twisting it outwards. At the same time you are, get a good grip here, you are twisting the hand back in. So we've got this counter rotation. Now you want to pull the skin down as if you're pulling a sleeve off, or you're pulling your arm off. So it's the arm pull. Keep that twist rotation, keep the grip. It's very easy to let go of it. And you also now want to pull the shoulder up. So you're pulling and pushing up, twisting out and twisting in. So take some nice deep breaths here. Start to move the arm gently around. I kind of think of myself as an elephant when I do this. This is the trunk of the elephant. Now you want to really assist that pulling off by getting into the squat and by letting the arms stretch out ahead of you. As you keep the twist, start to really intensify the pulling and the movement of the shoulder back as you pull away from the spine, and breathing deeply. I think this would be helped if you had something that you could hold on to here so that you could really lean back into it as you pull it away. Letting it all go. Woo. Woo. I can feel that releasing into my head, as well as down the arm, down the side of the body. That one really helps me to feel lighter in my brain, letting go of recycling thoughts. Oh. Okay, so let's have a go on the other side. Again, take the left hand out. You want to get up close to the armpit, that inner skin, inner arm skin, and we're twisting it outward. We've got this rotation started and we're turning the arm in. So we're in counter rotation. We're going to be pulling the skin down as if trying to pull this arm off. And we're also going to pull the shoulder up. So we are pulling in opposite directions, twisting in opposite directions. It's a little uncomfortable. So start to move around with the breath. Some breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. Now start to squat down. Put the hand up in front of you. Really start to twist in the rotation and start to pull your shoulder back up, and you pull the skin off the arm. Lean back. Pull away. Twist. Deep breath. Come out. Woo! Okay. Shake it off. Move around. Shake it off. Do some arm circles. See how you feel. Okay. Wow, I can just, my fingers and I can feel the blood flow pumping through my hands. Oh, wow. A lot's shifting. Those arm movements are really opening. Okay, so we're going to go into another one that is a very important one for me that I love doing because it was very difficult to do it at first. I found it hard to keep my balance with it. But as I've been working through autoimmune diseases and different flare-ups, this has been particularly amazing. So this is for, you know, digestive dysfunction, bloating, constipation, etc. And it really helps to open up. And we're going to work on the intestines, you know, this gut area. And you're getting into the ileocecal valve and the Houston valve, and you're really opening them up, stretching to get more energy and movement, because after sitting for so long, all of this area is getting very compressed and fascia is adhering into these little patterns and pockets, and it's stopping proper digestive system, energy, movement, and this can get really blocked up. It's just, they're just little valves, and you want to open them, keep them open, keep them working, and you're going to have, you know, this is really going to help bowel movements and digestive system. So I am going to show you how to do it. We're going to start on the right hand side. I like to put my thumb in my belly button and my thumb on the right hip, and then where they meet is just right. And you're going to be digging into the fascia here, the skin here, and you're going to be digging in and pulling up. Now, it does feel like you're ripping skin. It does sting a bit, and but it gets better over time. Now, I'm actually going to have to go in so I can get hold of the skin because the fabric, I'm not getting a good grip. So getting in, digging in and pulling up the fascia. Feel that you're ripping the skin, and then you're going to step the right foot back. And then you're going to dip down. You're going to breathe nice and deeply through the mouth. Maintain the pull. You'll lean back, lean into it. I was very wobbly with this, so see what you can do. And 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Head up. Woo, coming out. You will feel a lot of energy rushing to that area now. Just have to walk around. You can do that lying down. You can do it for longer. You can do it 2 or 3 times a day if you really have an issue like autoimmune or some digestive dysfunction, that this would really benefit. We're going to do the other side. So again, my thumb goes into the belly button and my other thumb goes on the left hip. And I'm going in to that middle point, digging in and pulling the fascia up. And then I'm going to take that left foot and step it behind me, coming down into a squat, leaning back. Let's just sit here for a minute and pull up, breathing in and out through the mouth. 3 more breaths, coming down, leaning back. In through the nose, out to the mouth. Leaning down. Squeeze the butt cheek and lean back. And come up and out. Ooh. Now you might have to do that gently and slowly. You may go down and feel very wobbly. You could try it also just kneeling and leaning back if you feel wobbly or if it feels difficult to do. I have started like that, and it is really beneficial and whew, really helps to get energy moving through there. The next one is another one that's also quite hard to do, and I often do it lying down. And you really want to do it for about 3 minutes. And obviously that can be quite difficult to do. It is quite uncomfortable. Is the belly talk. So we normally go in like this and twist the thumb up, and then you're holding it. And so that can be a way of doing it. What I found I quite like is having the left hand slightly higher and the right hand slightly lower and digging in. And you're going in about 80% and then twisting them around. So I get a really good twist in this area. I want to twist as much fascia as possible because this area gets really congested, really tied in from all the digestive work, and it also starts to spiral the body into that contracted, folded over space. And this is where everything gets so compressed that it doesn't work properly. So you're releasing a lot of energy, a lot of emotional energy and digestive energy. And it's also really important if you are dealing with some of these autoimmune issues. So we'll just do it as best you can. You're going to dig in, twist, and you're going to hold the twist. And you're going quite deep in. You're going to feel that there's quite a bit of pressure, resistance. You can see that I've got a really good twist going on. Breathing nice and deep and slow. Pelvic floor engaged. And you're going to feel the blood vessel that runs through here pulsing. So don't be alarmed. And you're going to feel a lot of resistance. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You can bend and you can move back out. And to begin with, it's quite enough to be holding it. You can try some breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can move from one side slowly to the other. But you might lose your grip, but you can re-engage the grip. You will feel that pulsing. I'm going to try and do it for as long as possible. Maybe try another minute. We've done one. This really releases a lot of energy. Opens up this whole abdomen area. Now in and out through the mouth again. We've got one more minute. Doing really well. My hands are shaking, so try and release the tension in the shoulders. Try and just focus at the navel. Okay, release, come out, shake your hands off. And just feel the lightness from that. Wow, you're really starting to open up and to help this center line of the body to open out. It's getting scrunched and pulled in and congested, and we're starting to open that up and opening the whole front line of the body. So this is going to help to make you feel nice and tall and a sense of calm. I feel a sense of calm. It feels quite intense when you're doing it. And now I feel like a lightness through the digestive system. So notice how you feel. We're going to continue with some more talks. We've got the solar plexus talk. So this is here. This is the xiphoid bone and the diaphragm area. And we're gonna do a talk. You can do the moving in and twisting up and holding. So maybe we'll do that for this one. Digging in. And there's lots of ways you can do the same thing where you do the twist. But you're twisting this area, the fascia again. So we're gonna move in, twist up, take some nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And start to move around. Pull your head up, chin up, twisting slowly from one side to the other. Come in, twist with both hands, twisting. Getting that holding maybe. Squatting down. Letting that go. It also feels quite intense. Releasing a lot of energy here through the diaphragm. Opening up that front line of the body. You might feel that your breathing is opening up. And we're going to go and do the bladder. So again, we've been going through this front line and the bladder here just above the pelvic bones, and getting feet facing forward, pressing in with both hands, dipping in and pulling up. Again, it's going to feel like you're ripping and tearing your skin. You're going to feel the burning sensation. And you're going to start to clench your butt cheeks and move your body forward. And you're going to inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. And you can move from one side to the other. In and out through the mouth. Maybe put your chin up. Chin down. Coming out. Whew. Shake the hands. That's also really good because this is an area that holds a lot of our fear. And so you're releasing emotions as well through a lot of these movements. Spaces where we're holding on to fear, to shame, to guilt, helping that to release from the body. This is one area that holds a lot of fear. It also is going to help to release the lower back, area of the lower back. So that's a good one. Also for any stiffness and tightness in the lower back. So just take a moment, and bounce a little bit, close your eyes, and then come to stillness. I'm just going to notice that your awareness scan through your body. What sensations are you feeling? What spaces feel more open? How's your breath? How's your breathing? How's your mind? How do you feel? I'm feeling taller, clearer, lighter, happy. My hand on my heart, hand on my head. Just allow that connection to my heartbeat. Breathing into the nose, out the mouth. until my brain beat. Encouraging a synchronization, coherence. Thank you, fascia. Thank you, body. And thank you.